Right then, time for another Time Guesser Daily. I'm still in rural France, although I'm being periodically serenaded by the sounds of very loud motorbikes. So let's see if any more of those come along. Um, anyway, let's keep moving. Um, well, what games is this? Could it be Olympics? Could it be something else? I'm not actually seeing. I think this, whatever's on that. Does that say Beijing 2008? I have a slight feeling that maybe it does. Do we have lots of. Yeah, we've got lots of old. I think this is Beijing '08. So this is Bird's Nest Stadium, which hopefully should show up reasonably easily, even if we need some satellite imagery for it. Oh, that looks like it, doesn't it? National Stadium, shaped like a bird's nest. I think that's that. I'm not 100% sure, but technology-wise, I think we're about in the right ballpark. Let's do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, lost 2 points on the location. I guess we were just slightly in the wrong part of the stadium. Yep. All right. Well, I think 2 points is survivable. All right. Round two. This immediately looks like New York to me. I think that's actually the Empire State Building. I think we're in sort of 1920s. R.H. Macy and Co. So, autograph. I think. I mean, it's possible this is the 30s. Sort of. I mean, we might even say it's sort of 1930 on the nose. It's sort of sometime between those. I think that's the Empire State Building. I may be wrong. But I think that would basically mean that we're looking up fifth. You know, sure. Is that Mills Hotel? Will's Hotel? I may be wrong about this. That may not be the Empire State, but I may be completely wrong. But I think we're somewhere in Manhattan. And I think I think I'm sort of happy enough with that. Let's try it. 1934, about a block away. Well, obviously a bit more than a block away. A labour strike against Macy's. Yeah, so it was Macy's. But I don't think that's outside Macy's, is it? Macy's is. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, other side of the block. Right, fine. Okay, well, not too bad so far. This is Greece versus Portugal. Somebody with a better working knowledge of football tournaments than I would probably stand a better chance of being able to figure this out than me. That is an old phone. That's sort of back, quite far back. I mean, yeah, and that person's got a digital camera. I think we're in the noughts. Greece hosted the Euros at some point. Could that be then? Let me see. 24, 20, 16. Was that be 16, 15, 14, then 12? 08, 04. I think maybe this is 2004. I wonder whether that was the year. Is that the year that Greece either did very well or they hosted it or something? Can we see any of these sponsors? They all seem pretty international. Sometimes you can actually see the name of the stadium on there somewhere, can't you? But it's a big Portugal sign. Not really sure. I think that my sort of instinct was to say that this was when Greece hosted, which may or may not actually even be correct, but it kind of rings a bell to me. 2004. So if we find, there's lots of sporting ones today. If we find a stadium in or around, like there, is that a stadium? I think it is. Let's go for it. It doesn't actually look like the right stadium, does it? That one's got loads of athletic tracks in it. That doesn't really look very big. God, there's quite a lot of stadia. We're going to run out of time here. Let's just go for it. Oh, it was in Portugal, but it was in 2004. UEFA. So, it's because Greece won, but they must not have hosted. Maybe they host. I don't know if you host if you win or something. All right. Well, bad location, good year. All right, round 4. This is at Wimbledon. This is at Wimbledon. Murray. Are we going to get any evidence of what year this is? Let's plonk it in Wimbledon. I think the location will be pretty good if I can find Wimbledon this time round. Sometimes it takes a while to jump out at me. Wimbledon. I feel like it's kind of, all England lawn tennis. I think this has got to be outside centre court, doesn't it? I mean, let's just plonk it sort of down in the middle of between those two courts somewhere. Which year? Could this be the year that Murray won? Would that be about 20 sort of there sometime? Mid-teens? I don't know. I mean, that feels about right. Maybe it was like there, some kind of time. I'm gonna just say that 2016. Oh my word. Okay, I'm a few years off. Location good, year bad. Watching Andy Murray play against Stefanos Tsitsipas during the 2023 Wimbledon Championship. Need to pay closer attention to tennis. All right, final round. That's got to be on the White House lawn, hasn't it? These locations have been, I mean, apart from that Portuguese football stadium. Oh, New York, not New York. Where are we going? We want Washington. Here we go. So I think we are right outside the front of the White House, about sort of there. About there. Somewhere like that. Or maybe there. There. That's Roosevelt think. Oh, I didn't start the timer. Classic. There's something very military going on here. Quite difficult to... Quite difficult to place. I mean, it's sort of... I mean, again, I'm getting sort of 20s vibes from this. But maybe it's maybe it's more like World War. I don't know. This doesn't look like American military attire. So could this be some kind of like peacetime celebration? Maybe like the 10th anniversary of the end of the First World War? Maybe? 1920s. I mean, these very kind of like wide-legged trousers. Maybe it's a bit later than that. I don't really know. I don't know. I could be quite far off on the year here. But I think let's just go for it. I don't think I can improve on that guess. Oh, it was the end of the Second World War. That's miles away. There's Truman. I can't tell my presidents, but yeah, also because your man was in a wheelchair, wasn't he? French President Charles de Gaulle. Terrible. That was a bad final guess. What did we net out with? Oh, after a strong start. 99. Terrible on the location. That was terrible on the year. And that was absolutely abysmal on the year. 17 years off. Sad times. Alright, well, not my best, not my worst.